Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Ultima 1. Something First Age Darkness, something in there, long title. So, I have managed to max out strength, which took quite a while because eventually it doesn't matter which king you go to. Because remember, there are 4 kings that give those little signpost quests where you go out, you look at the signpost, you come back, and they reward you with some strength. But after a while, they only give you 1 point, and you've got to do that that's like the last 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. So it does take a little while to get to maxed out strength, even if it's not that useful. You'll also notice that I am now listed at level 2 because, well, things blockaded my path going back and forth from castle to signpost, and I had to, well, you know, shoot some things down, a lot of things, enough to get over 1,000 experience. And just keep in mind that that does absolutely nothing for my character until the very end, when it's not going to actually do anything for my stats, but it is a check the game is actually going to use to make sure make sure I've fought enough things to get into the end game. But now, the next quest, now that we've maxed out all our stats, we're going to go around to the 4 kings who give monster kill quests. We're going to get the quests, then we're going to take 1 trip down into a dungeon. I hope. And that's all we have to see of the dungeon. Let's see, the other castle should be not that far away, really. There it is. That's our other castle. The orc was sitting on it. Oh. Also notice that this looks slightly different than the other castle. The jester will still steal from you. So let's go ahead and get this guy. Does he offer bids or service? And now he wants us to go kill a gelatinous cube. We're going to reboard the ship here. We could just go down into a dungeon and kill ourselves a gelatinous cube, but let's kill things on our way, I guess. Not that I really want to kill the things on the way, but I kind of have to. We are going to go west. Going to get to continent number 2 over here. I don't think that jellyfish is going to catch us. He might. We're going to go to this castle right here. Looks like that jellyfish is going to get in our way just a little bit. For service, he wants us to kill a Balron. Okay, and then I believe if we leave here, we can go this way. So, just for quick reference, the kings that give you the signpost quests are always the kings in a castle that's right next to a town, and is kind of dead center, or very close to dead center on the map. Or on the landmasses or the little continent, the map, however you want to look at it. The other castle that gives a kill quest is usually on a diagonal. I think one of them is to the north. One of them to the northwest? 2 of them are to the northwest, one's to the northeast, and one's to the southwest. It's something along those lines. see, am I in the right? I think this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. Warlock decided to shoot at me. There's the castle. We're going to board here. We're going to enter, not board. We got for service. He wants to kill a lich. Which, believe it or not, we are more than capable of right now. We are about as strong as we can possibly hope to get. Die. We need to go west one more time to one last continent and get our 4th kill quest. That one's going to make us... I think we have to hang up. We have to get to land and hang in north. Yeah, we do. Okay. Go around the tip of this little peninsula right here. Probably run into some of the things that we passed by. Let's see. Notice we are slowly taking hits. We're not getting hurt badly, or at least not badly enough to really be too worried about it. Keep hitting board out of habit for getting on the ship, but you know. So let's go ahead, and he wants us to kill a carrion creeper. Okay, we now have all the quests we need to continue to the next part of this. And I'm trying to think. I believe the closest dungeon is just to the north of here. And we're going to have to fight, aren't we? There's one. This dungeon right here. Any dungeon will do. But the trick here is we've got to get down to floors 3 and 4, then 5 and 6, then 7 and 8, then 9 and 10. Why? Because each one of those little subdivisions of the dungeon will contain a different one of the monsters we need to kill. And there is one that is particularly scary to deal with. And that would be the 7 and 8. We need to turn the noise on just so I can actually hear. Because floors 7 and 8 don't just contain the thing we need to kill. They also contain an enemy called a gremlin. The gremlin isn't lethal in the fact that he will reduce your hit points to 0, but every time he spends a turn next to you, he either manages to steal or attempts to steal half of the food you're carrying. Yeah. So, anyway. Levels 1 and 2 are just kind of, well, they're there. Fair enough that they exist. And they contain things like bats, giant rats, rangers sit around there, some skeletons. But on levels 3 and 4, we are going to run into a very different group of enemies. There are vipers, there are orcs, there are, what else is there? The gelatinous cube, which is the one we need to kill for our quest. And once we find one of those, we can leave, but then we will also run into, like, cyclopses. But then we'll move down to levels 5 and 6, where the carrion creeper resides, but along with that, there are ettins, lizardmen, mimics, which look like treasure chests, but we're not going to be doing a whole lot of moving in this, so we don't have to worry about them, but there are also minotaurs, So you get the idea. We've got to go down to all these different things. And I'm going to save my game here. If things go badly, I'm just going to restart. Yeah, I will just quit the game and reload. So anyway. Okay. So now I am going to take one step. I'm going to ready a spell, because I do not want to spend more time in here than I have to. We're going to ready the ladder down spell. We are going to cast. We're going to climb. Then we're going to cast. And we're going to climb again. See, the thing is, the ladders will disappear on you as soon as you use them. So, now, we have a spider that just managed to pop up on us when our back was turned. It's dead now. That's a mimic. Ready, spell, B. Nothing there, huh? Okay, that was a gelatinous cube. Notice how it said armor destroyed? If you caught that as we went by, that's because, yes, the gelatinous cube will destroy your armor. So let's go ahead. Now that we killed the gelatinous cube, I thought it was bigger than that, but I guess not. I guess the gelatinous cube isn't big. Oh well. So now we're going to go down to levels 5 and 6, and we are going to look for ourselves a carrion creeper here. We are going to ready armor. We're going to armor our second reflect suit, so we actually have something on. We're going to ready spell. The ladder down spell. That's a minotaur. That's a minotaur. That's a lizard man coming from that door. We can just wait it out here, game. I have no problems just waiting. I don't think I can get through the barrier there. I like having this many. There it is! Carrion creeper found! Excellent! And our hits are still well above 9,000. So now we get to head towards the most deadly part of this. Because if the gremlins do show up, the only thing we can really do is cast our ladder and get out of there. Unless we kill them quickly. But that's not always possible. go. That is a tangler. We can just pass and wait for things to show up. Keeping in mind that we are on the hunt. We are on the hunt for a lich down here. We are on the hunt for a lich. It'll look like a big face is what it'll look like. Just be careful with every step you take in here, and if you see your food suddenly just vanish. That's when you know you're in trouble. Where are they? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and climb down one. A lich! And now we can get the hell off of this level. Get our back to a wall there. So we did not have to ever see a gremlin. And now we need to get to the Balrog. Obviously a, take on the name Balrog. Obviously. So let's just cast. That's a Zorn. Chest. Well, let's get the chest. Nope. Can't get the chest. Can't attack the chest. Thought we were supposed to be able to open these. Let's ready a spell of unlock. And it would have had gold in it. Ready the spell of ladder up. Because once we kill this, once we find the Balrog, we're leaving. I'm just going to sit here and pass a bunch of times and see if I can get the monsters to come this way. There is an invisible monster. I see something up there. Oh, don't worry, that's just a mind whipper. He apparently can't get us while we're right here. And the path is blocked. Okay. enough, everything's kind of blocked off here. So let's go ahead and ready the next spell. Which we're going to go down to the last level here. Cast it. Climb. And we see a Balron like right away. And that's it. We have completed all 4 of the quests. It's ready. Ready the spell. We're going to ready ladder up. Cast. Ow. They don't follow you, but yeah, apparently an invisible seeker decided to pop up into that little alcove while we were gone. That is a gremlin right there. If he had actually gotten next to us, he would have started stealing food. And because of the things we killed in there, we get back, well, we get back 716 hit points, which is enough to top us off. But now we have completed the 4 quests, and the reason we want to do this is these give us gems. Also, notice they gave us about 500 experience points. Off the castle. So now, oh yeah, turn noise off now that I do not need it anymore. And we get a green gem, which is yeah, and he tells you that we've got to use a time machine to win the game. So keep that in mind. Now, let's see, where did I put this? Okay. So now that we have done that, we're going to go back to all 4 of the kings. Not that I really want to kill the things around here, but we kind of need to. Now I have to remember where we are. Or where I am, I should say. I now have to remember exactly what part of which continent I'm next to. Remember now, this is the one that's going to take me a little bit to get all the way around. It's going to take me a bit to get all the way around here. Because the next king is tucked safely away in the middle of this place. Did I just pass it? I think I just passed it. Yeah. I was supposed to go in the bottom of this area. It's not over to the side, it's at the bottom. We're only level 2, but they have really increased the number of monsters. to a, frankly, kind of an absurd degree. The princess will help us space ace through time. And we do need to travel back in time, so this kind of tells us that, hey, yes, you're going to need to get a princess after you become a space ace. Getting the princess and all that is kind of important, but we need to be a space ace first, so there's no point in bothering with the princesses yet. Otherwise, we've got pretty much everything we need to actually go into space, except for these gems. We do need to get the gems before we continue on with the next part of this. So we get to sink pirate ships. Always good fun sinking pirate ships, I guess. Through this little river passage here. Ignore that castle because that is just a signpost castle. Here. And now we get the white gem. For this, I shall tell thee to take 9 items from my storeroom, but only 9. Now, at this point, you could go for anything you wanted to. We don't really need anything. Let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. He gives a bunch of armor. And this is one way to get the reflect suit if you haven't walked around enough, although I don't know how you wouldn't have walked around enough. I do not know how you would have failed to do this. But let's see. So we have the green, the blue, and the white gem, and now we've just got one more gem to go get. And that's all the way back at Lord British's castle, which luckily we are completely prepared to use everything we've gotten, because we already have our little shuttle waiting right there for us. Although, I don't know why I went in there, because we can't actually do anything in there. He's not the one that gave us the quest. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. Huh. Guess what we want is right up here. I'm still hitting B instead of E to enter places. And now all 4 gems are there to be able to launch a time machine. So, we need the princess to help us travel through time. So, we need to free one of the princesses in town. But the princesses will only help out someone who's a space ace. And also level 8. So the next step here is to go ahead and get ourselves space ace status. Because that's an easy way to just horribly, horribly die. And you don't even understand what you did wrong. But that will be for next time. Because these videos are going on much longer than I ever expected them to, but then again, this is an RPG with a lot of walking and no music, which hopefully I will remember to download one of the other Ultima soundtracks, and it's been playing on pretty much this entire series. But yeah. Next time, we're headed into space. But until then, take care, everyone.